What is important when first choosing a mate? These are the things. Number one, money, looks, style, education, family background, the car they drive. So, anybody want to tackle that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, Chick, we'll get back to you. First of all, some of y'all might not agree with me, but I don't speak to be popular or fashionable. I speak to be candid and honest. The average individual first looks for the attraction, chemical attraction, physical attraction. You have a liking, you see it and you know it and you like it. So the first and foremost is you have to have some sort of physical interest in the individual. All right. Unless you're blind or something like that. But being serious. Then it's not in the order. I don't have an order. I ain't got all the answers. But I'm just saying, here's one thing. Let me say it was alleviated a lot. When you get into a serious relationship, you consider it really partner with someone for a lifetime. And that, in my opinion, is, you said it, but family background. I mean, you watch these reality shows, and we all have dated, or whatnot. I don't know about y'all, but when you look in that family structure, that family background, you could have played Nostradamus to an extent and predicted that wasn't going to work out. Because we all learn what we see regularly. Any psychiatrist tell you your mental synopsis, your brain synopsis captures more in your youth than it does in your adulthood. So when the individual is growing up seeing that household and that relationship or lack thereof, that's implanted in them. Very few people can be brought up 20 years seeing one thing and decide in their adulthood to do something totally different. It happens. It happened with me. But very few people I've learned can do that. So I just think I'll leave some room in there for some people to talk and answer some things. But I just want to say that's very, very critically important that we skip and alleviate that family background and family structure. So that's just very important.
Sisters, ladies, what's important when you first in choosing a mate? Anybody?
I think it's two very important things. One of them being, I think it's important that we follow the same guide. Secondly, I think it's important that we're evenly yoked.
Can you explain what that means? Evenly yoked.
Okay. Quite simply, I would not want a man, if I have a vehicle, who does not have a vehicle or a car, or has aspirations on getting to that point.
Anyone else? What's important?
I think accountability, and you got to be going in the same direction. You got to want the same thing. What team do you want? What philosophy? Not a hitchhiker, just going to the next bus stop, the next town. You want all the way. You got to have a purpose. And that parents, that's when you get through a little life, the most beautiful woman can make you feel like you're going to kill yourself. So looks eventually really don't count that much. It's how you feel. And that's very important. You can grow, but you got to be going in the same direction.
He took my answer right there.
Anyone else? Alicia King.
I think you need to have similar values. Make sure the person's values are similar to yours.
Sorry, I left things out. Stages is important. Stages. It's like any game, it's first, second, third, fourth. You have stages. So certain things that are important to you up front, like my man was saying, looks are important up front. That's the initial interest of meeting, or having the interest of wanting to meet somebody. Of course, those things fade as the maturation of the relationship takes place. But there's stages in it, and yet it's important to understand that.
What did you say? You mumbled in your breath.
You have to be friends first before you can be anything else.
Okay, that's important. I need somebody else. Come on now, what y'all got back there?
I think the most important part to a relationship is having a relationship with yourself. Because various people that I know, myself included at a particular time, we look for things outside ourselves to be fulfilled. And that's a problem. If you're looking for someone or something to be that thing for you, that is a huge mistake. So until you are loving yourself and being okay with your self regardless, you are setting yourself up for failure anyway. Because this particular man, this particular woman, like he said, could look beautiful on the outside, but have a whole plethora of issues that they're carrying and bringing into relationships. And what this gentleman said over here is key also. You gotta take a look at your background. Who were your role models growing up? Were your parents fighting and abusive? Were your examples unhealthy? Because consciously or subconsciously, we mimic those patterns of unhealthiness in relationships.
I think what a lot of women look for is just strength. I think when you're meeting a man, he has to be strong enough to hold his position. If you're broke, be strong enough to be broke. Don't sit there whine and cry and talk about you need a job, you need a car. Be strong enough to be broke. Make me believe in you. You know, if you have money, if you have a job, be strong enough to have money and have a job. Be humble enough to know it can be taken away in any day. You have to make a woman believe in you in order for her to be submissive. Because if she don't believe in you, you're done. Be strong.
That was good right there. Can we get some more input like that?
We live in a white male-dominant society, okay? So we know who's the man. The first thing we got to do is we have been basically defeated, and that's what we got to look at. So your man is not in charge. And our woman has an attitude because in this society, the bond woman can get whatever she wants from her man. Now, if we work as a team and understand that your man may be broken because of the system, and we gotta work together and understand there's a force that is trying to break the man every day. He's dividing the woman from us, and he's creating this division between us. So we don't, if you in dating now, look at employment. Where do the man get a job? He allowed the woman to get a job much faster than the man now.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look at reality. Hold it. Look at reality. You know, you gotta understand who's running America. Hasn't changed that much in 100 years. This is reality.